to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Broncos will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense comes onto the field first today. Power football with the run. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tuggle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Finds a little space. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a second about Arizona State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And the Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So Boise State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's McClure. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Broncos come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. First down here for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Finds a tight end. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He wants to go deep. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there. So now it's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. They just keep firing. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Handoff to the single running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The give to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Broncos decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll return it from the 50. And there he goes. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. This offense has it with really good field position. It's a draw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This drive will open from the 15. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw, it's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Tuggle. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. Running back searching for a hole. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They're testing the right side here. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Hauls it in. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Broncos line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. On the run, it's Berry. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Sun Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got a man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Wagner. Got enough space. Touchdown, Broncos. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like, this guy's a handful. Like, he shows the ability to throw the ball, make a big play through the air. Then you're covering the throw game well. What happens? He pulls it down, makes the run. He's showing you a little bit of everything.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Berry. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Broncos in the hurry-up. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Spencer. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Mack. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Goes to the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Broncos will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Now the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Bringing the heat. Finds a man on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tuggle. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe.
The Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Pulls it in. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. On 1st down, here comes this offense. From the gun. The short hands, it's McClure. Tackled there by the defense.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Here's a heat. Unleashes one. Oh, it's picked picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready.
Kearney on the jet, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Makes the grab. It's Wagner. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Mack. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Wagner.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all.
Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Plucks it out of the air. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On target over the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Broncos didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Broncos!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Working that left side now. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Shakes off the defender. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Find space on the right. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Oh, he's got some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Back to pass, it's Mack. Under fire. That's caught, it's Spencer. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And as we start the 4th quarter, they'll try to knock 3 through the uprights. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. He splits the uprights. That'll close the gap to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
With the catch, it's Tuggle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Catch in the middle, it's buried. There he goes. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Now on the option. The pitch. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Arizona State. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Mack. Got his man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now on 1st down from the 43. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds a spot in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Looking to get it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Got it in the middle, it's Wagner. Pulled down for the tackle. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Here's the pressure. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive. And so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking down the middle. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the grab close to the logo. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Mack. That's caught. It's Wagner. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold it. Defense.
Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Here comes the heat. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.